That is a pile of stuff now.
Yes, sir. Look at that.
Look at that OK Whopper. Ain't that cute?
Yeah.
That's all the same year as ours, Jesse, I think. Is that, would you tell you that's the 60s? Is that a 60s KW?
Oh, I don't know what. That's a big burger. That's that one that John was telling you. It's got the 120, 130 foot tube.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the tube's back here. Yeah, there's some iron laying around there. Yeah, that's the Skagit we were just on a few videos ago.
And they started in the 60s. They started in the 60s?
Yeah, 67 I think is the... Yeah, this is the old burger.
That's cool, huh?
There's a straight on that burger. And you look at the tube, you can see how long it is.
Strip team number? Ooh, this yarder. Holy. You better move this stuff around. You better have a big piece of ground.
Damn it.
What are you doing? Going swimming?
Yeah, I got my foot wet. Damn bad. God damn it. I'm going to change my shoes. A little bit. Trying to show you guys that. We'll have to go over just a couple more. Yeah, this is the old... Wow. And they bought it from Rossboro. That's who we're logging for right now is Rossboro.
Where's the tube go?
It's laying over here. You had to take it off to move it.
Where does it go when it's running?
Right here in that cradle. Yeah. That
Okay, yeah. And it sets where that cable is?
Yeah, it sets right down on a foot. The guy line drops to be right here. Sets right on this. Pins in right here. Sets in there. Pins in. Lays back so when you stand it up, it pins in right there.
Interesting.
130 feet tall.
I think that was the 120 to be honest.
What is this machine called?
This is the 046, or no, the Mark II burger.
That's the biggest yarder made, right? Wasn't it?
Yes. Well, besides the Skagit 199.
See, I've never been around the Skagit 199, but these burgers, I think it was Dahlgren or somebody up north had a couple of these big suckers.
Dahlgren's got 2 or 3 of these big Mark IIs. They're still running.
Yeah.
I seen a video of one of these over in New Zealand.
Yeah, they were running a big Bowman back in the 80s.
Yeah, those things here probably.
What year do you think this thing is?
Oh God, I couldn't even. Until we find the plate, it'll tell us.
Got a big Cummins.
Yeah.
Is that original or is that replaced?
That I don't know either. Yeah,
Man, you got
that's
some
the type
iron.
machine to cut my old man's hand off.
Do what?
Cut his
Hand off?
Exactly how it happened.
This would be a good story here.
Look at these have got frictions just like the yard does. See the frictions here? Because it was a cable machine. You use cables to run the grapples. The seats right here, well, you got to climb back in there to grease the frictions and stuff. Well, they're turning. And he had a string hanging off of his glove while he was greasing. And the string got caught in the gears and it took him clear to his shoulder before he got out. And he lost his pinky and his thumb, and that because of the tendons and everything's all messed up. These 3 fingers are like that. But it's all skin grafts and metal plates and stuff, so when he dunks you on top of the head, it hurts like a son of a bitch. But he went back to work 13 years later to the day on the same piece.
13 years later to the day he got hurt.
To the day on the same loader that cut his hand off.
So 13 years later he crawled back on this thing.
Yep. Wasn't this exact one, but one just like it.
Okay. But this is the one that got him.
No, not this one. No.
But this model.
This model, yeah.
Gotcha.
LS98.
But the one he went back to run was the same exact one.
The same exact one.
Same exact machine that got him on the same exact day. 13 years later.
13 years later.
You know 13's an unlucky number.
Yep. Yep.
Now that's some karma there. That's make my old hair stand up.
Now see, if you look at these two 370s, they both overall length of the boom is exactly the same. But if you look at this one, it's got a shorter main and a longer stick, and that one's just the opposite. So when you're shovel logging, you want to be in this one, because when you're pushing yourself up steep ground, it's the stick boom that pushes you. So that extra 10 feet of that stick makes a big, because you can get it in right almost in between your tracks, and you got 10 more feet pushing up a hill to get back out. So
You ain't kidding with this shovel logging. I mean, you get some bad stuff. Don't you?
Oh yeah,
Some real bad stuff with these. And they're so stable.
Oh, they will go over. I've seen them over. But yeah, this one here is the better shovel logger because of that extra 10 foot. But the overall length is the same. It's just that one's got a longer.
And that's a truck loader then? Or what's the idea?
No, they still shovel log with that one.
Well, what's the idea then getting this shorter? Why would you even do it?
This one is a.
See what I mean?
One's a Pierce, was made by Pierce, and the other one's Link Belt, and I can't remember.
Oh, gotcha. And Pierce's
Right.
Link Belt they didn't probably have the experience that Pierce had on the situation.
Right. And they didn't realize that that's the situation they were in when they bought it.
Yeah.
It wasn't until after they started shovel logging. I mean, it still goes wherever you want it to go, but having that extra 10 feet
That's more productive.
helps. But yeah, see, that's our skidder. So even that L model you were looking at, you know,
Yeah.
that's quite a bit smaller.
Yeah, but that's no slouch. Well, now,
Oh no,
Yeah.
Rich, he can get logs with that thing like crazy.
that swing grapple would help a lot in a bad ground, I think. You can throw your weight around.
Throw your weight to the uphill
Yeah.
side. Yes, sir.
See, there's nobody that has one of these at home. Nobody.
What size is that Cummins?
Oh God, it's
Holy cow, look at that
Speed
tube.
Marine told me it's a 6V92.
Now this engine here.
It says Cummins on it.
Cummins. It looks like.
No, the 50's got the 6V92. This is, I looked at my text messages through. Yeah. See,
Looks like a big can.
that's what he said. It's a big cam. But see that thing right there? That's what you're talking about. That's the oil.
Right.
And that's an accessory drive.
Right.
But right around the bolt house in there it cracked. And this is the third time it's done it. So that's why he was explaining to me.
This the one you was running?
Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
shit.
the big
That's a big
schedule.
machine.
Oh, it's big. Look at that tube.
Yeah, there's that big burger too.
Holy freaking cow.
You can see the end of it there, and it's telescoped down. So that's 70 feet, and they telescope out 40. Wow.
Yeah, they ain't messing around.
Yeah, well, you move just the tower, and then you move the gantry, and then you put it all back together. That's why when you get on a job, you want it to sit there for a while.
Well, you guys like your 290s, don't you? You got a lot of 290s, don't you?
Yeah, we have three 290s, two 270s.
Now there's a full-time mechanic back here that's always wrenching.
Yeah, actually got two. We got Scotty and Randy.
One on the trucks and one on the other stuff.
Yeah, Scotty mainly does the pickups, smaller stuff like that. Randy does all the equipment. So, but Scotty helps Randy.
Well, you guys got an 870.
Yeah.
Now that's got tail swing. It just
No,
ain't.
man.
It just ain't
Right.
nothing like what you
I
need.
thought we had an 822, but it's not. It's the 830 and
Yeah, that's an 830. That's what we're running around home at 830
right.
stuff. God, this guy's sitting on some iron. You know it?
Oh yeah, we got. Well, there's two of the timberjacks.
And they never get rid of anything once they wore it down.
No.
Keep everything.
Yeah.
And what's the point? Does everything come out of mothballs eventually?
I don't think so.
Some stuff just dies
I
here.
think some stuff just dies here. Yeah, some of it gets refurbished and used again, but.
Some of it's parts for others.
Right, yeah, like we got, I think there's either 7 or 9 of the timberjack skidders altogether. So, and I think 3 of them are just
There's
parts.
guys at home that goes crazy about them old jacks.
Yeah. Oh, they ran the piss out of them.
Do they still run them once in a while?
Oh yeah, those two, we just used those on the last job.
No
Yeah, they'll
kidding.
use the piss out of them. That 525, that's the feller you met yesterday, Rich, that's his skidder. That thing's got 15,000 hours on it.
Mm-hmm.
It don't look like it. I mean,
No, it looks good.
He takes damn good care of it, and he can get logs. Holy crap. Rich is one of the best skidder operators I've been around, but I don't do a whole lot of skidder logging, so that's why I know him.
Does anybody ever tie off the front of that thing and lower him down and winch him out?
I don't know if he has or not.
We do that sometimes in the little steep spots that we get. You hook the cable
Right.
steer to the front of it and just
Right.
set him in and out, so you ain't got to go down there and set chokers. You just
Right. Yeah.
one guy
see,
sets
and
up on the hill and he just winches him up and down.
that thing over there looks like it's a wooden house. Right over here. It's the exact same thing as this. Just this is newer. It's called a tree puller. It's like a 3-drum machine that they use for right there, that little wooden house. And there's a set of drums and a motor and everything in there.
Oh,
When
I
you're
gotta
pulling
see
big
that.
ass
I
trees,
gotta see
you know,
that.
Pull them in the lead where you want them.
You do what now?
You know, it's big in the old growth days when you didn't want it to go across the draw or something and shatter up.
Yeah.
They would, a guy,
Oh, while you're cutting them, they climb and pull them.
yeah, a guy climb up in them and pull it, or put a line in it and pull it. Yeah, this old tree puller here, this one hasn't been used in years, but yeah, there's a set of drums back there.
And they just tie off
Yeah.
back here.
Yep. Just pull it
And
out.
this thing to be tied to a tree up here.
Yeah, they just tie it off to, most of the time it's hooked to a cat because it was, you know, had to be pulled around. That's why the front end of it's split in two there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Wow.
this one over here on this Volvo truck, we actually were using it on that last job the Skagit ran on the King Road. And it's an actual Skagit set of drums. A whole set of Skagit drums that were made for that reason.
Hang on, you're getting ahead of me, Alex. You do what now? The
The drums on this, it's a set of Skagit drums that's what it was made for, was for pulling trees. Just
Wow.
a smaller set of, and it's a 3-drum.
and it went on what? What did it go on? Just this truck?
Yeah, just this truck.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's what we use. It's got a foot back here, and when you're pulling, it sets on that foot, so you're not dragging the truck around.
Cool. You ever have to tie it off when you get a hard pull?
Yeah, see, it's a BU 874 on the other side. It's got a right there, Skagit tag. It was made by Skagit. And this is what it was for. See, and this is the foot. So you set the foot down and then back up, and it sets on it, picks the ass end up. So all the weight's right on the, you know, pushing right on that, so it doesn't drag. But sometimes you still have to tie it off. Yeah, see?
How often? You've used this some.
Oh yeah, we use it all the time. All the time. I don't like to use them as much. I change roads with my yorder. There where we're at, they normally would have used this to change roads with instead of the yorder. They'd pull haywire down.
So somebody be setting it up while you're logging.
Right, just like I do making layout, they would just pull this line down, pull the sky line back with it.
And you can pull trees with it.
Yes, sir. Got a set of talkie tutors that go to it, you know.
No shit. Now the talkie tutors go to the actual functions to get it to run, or
No,
the guy up there running
you have to have a guy
That's what
up there
I was
running.
thinking.
it. No, it's not remote.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some iron. Like
Now, how much foot of line's on that? Like how hard? Well, say you're down the valley, he's sitting up on the bench. How far is he down?
There's 2,000. Well, on
Wow.
one drum, I think there's 2,000 foot of 7/16 line.
Wow.
9/16 line. Excuse me.
9/16 swedge.
Yeah. But then it's got 3 drums, so the other one holds the same amount. The other big one.
Wow. That shit's amazing.
Yeah, when we get on ground-based logging, he'll throw every bit of this. And, you know, we'll have 5-6 loaders on there just.
Ooh, watch it, watch it.
Cat.
God damn, I about got me on. Missed my ear by about a half an inch.
There's not the silver one. The silver one's mine. But those. That dark floor. Then there's a Dodge back there. I think that white one's not for sale, but that one is. You know, most all of these would be upset. He's just going to leave a few laying around, you know, for spares. But yeah, here's the old Dodge I was telling you about. I think you can take that pretty cheap. It's actually pretty good shit. Yeah.
There's a delimber. You ever use that?
Oh yeah, yeah. We use the pistol.
I think I seen you do this in a video. Yeah, you covered that in a video one time.
Yeah, we don't use it much.
Look at that little K-Whopper. Ain't that cute?
Yeah, I think this one right here.
Does he ever spend any money restoring any of this stuff?
I think that his dad has.
Uh-huh.
He's got a couple of projects up there.
Is that Jake on the stick or is that?
Yeah, it's
Huh.
an engine brake. That's an old stroker from there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you if that's what this was. Alex, what's this great big bastard over here?
This one or that Ford over there, our processor operator offered him $1,500 for it. And he said, oh, I didn't have to $2,000.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Hey, Alex,
Yeah.
before you walk off, what's that big piece right there? The big red thing.
That's just a little crane off of something. Yard and crane. Sometimes that link belt I showed you.
Yeah, a great big bastard.
Yeah, instead of having the loading boom on it, they would put these and yard off of them.
So you could change booms out and
Right.
use them for different purposes.
Yeah, see the big block here for running line up through it? That's a big ass block. That's so much weight.
That boom's heavy.
Yes, it is.
But now it's the same kind of rig you'd put the that thing y'all was talking about with the stinger on the end.
Snorkel boom, yeah.
Snorkel boom,
Kinda,
yeah. Now let me ask you this over here. What is this here? I know I'm asking 1,000 freaking questions, but what the hell is this here? What's the deal with this?
That's the air scales.
Oh.
They pump them up with air, and that's how they. Then that's. I mean, everybody had those until they went to the new electric. But yeah, those are set holes of air
So
scales. They have a brake pad. It's like your Gearmatic drive drums.
We're gonna let you grease the cogs. You stand there with the brush with grease on. Brush the cables when they go by.
No shit. What if they got something hanging off of them?
All right. If I hit my nose.
And then that's a
Well, move the
smaller-
brush. We don't want to tear the brush up.
That's what they call an eaglet.
Yeah.
That's
Eaglet.
The eaglet, yeah. That's the
Oh,
brother to
cute.
the eagle that's on the landing.
Yeah.
And then the bowman. Those,
Now,
left up to me.
you're
we'd
still
run.
spitting. These aren't. These aren't.
That is a
That's
heavy-
still running the line, the haulback line, or is that its own winch drum?
It's his
It's
own
got-
drum.
So you put
All
the skidding line on the front of it to pull it in and out, but that's what I'm saying. We're now where we ship the car all the way back, clamp it, and then spit the line. And this one's got its own drum. It can be spitting out.
So
and
it's
going
a
back.
radio controlled
Yeah.
winch, basically.
Yeah.
So they can just drop that down and then hook their chokers and toot that thing and it'll suck the winch up.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
okay.
they
So then
are
all you're gonna have is a main line and a haulback. That's it on it.
skid line. Yeah.
Yeah, skid line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
But that's what they look like when they hit the ground too hard.
Oh, that's the
How
one that
high
got
was
bent.
that? Oh,
Oh.
I think they said a couple 100 feet.
imagine they
You know,
must
you
want
can see
to
where it busted the frame.
Right.
It popped the motor completely out on this
A
one.
couple years ago in Centralia, there was a father-son. The son was 18 years old and the dad was probably our age, 45 or so. He was standing under the line and dad blew for slack coming off that. I don't know what happened, but the yarder operator dropped the skyline,
Oh.
killed that kid.
Oh.
His dad.
Jeez.
Oh.
Just awful. I don't think I could
Could you
live.
imagine that?
No.
Maybe just
Yeah,
kept
well,
getting
timber
hurt.
back-
I'd be absolutely useless because I'd be so, oh my god, oh my
I'd
god.
be a freaking
There's an old
basket
cable
case.
blade cat. This right here is, as for our 290s, I would rather run this one than any of them.
Yeah.
It's still,
Were you shovel logging with this one when you
this
first
is,
started?
well, yeah,
Okay.
this is the one I was shovel logging with. Yeah. I just like the way it runs better, the way it feels. That newer one, you know, like saying the Rotex is going out, so it bounces all the time. This is a good little, and that 370 over there, you know, you don't know it's got 20,000 hours. I mean, it's
real tiny.
Oh god, it's tiny. And no slop in the boom at all.
How long is this for?
This is a 37. Yeah, I think it's about the same size, yeah.
This is just about the same.
Yeah, I think size
Like
wise, yeah.
37 tons, something.
Yeah. Size wise, I believe it is.
Yeah, it looks just about the same.
Yeah, it's S11. This is the one that was up on with the Skadget. We just used this one. And it's still a pretty tight machine.
Just Skidders.
Yeah. Somebody said they got like 9 or 10 of these, the Timberjack Skidders.
Is that a, oh, that's got a Detroit in it. Or is it a Cummins?
I couldn't tell you, Paul, to be
Most
honest.
of the ones I
Looks
know
like-
have equal.
Yeah.
They did back of this. Was that was for pushing or? I hadn't paid attention to that one. That must be our parts one. I see the windows on. it.
Well, I use that to pull something. That was for a military hitch
Yeah.
That looked pretty
or a panel hitch, you know.
Panel hitch, yeah.
They pulled some kind of wagon around with it or
Yeah.
some sort.
Well, I suppose it probably pulled the fuel away.
I used to have a cable skidder with one set in there for pulling boom around, I think. And that sunbuck, you'd winch them logs up wrong, you get it hooked on that damn, you know, and I was
Yeah.
green as a gourd, I was busting chokers, didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Those are good little Skidders right there.
This goddamn. Well, that's why I said that Tiger Cat I climbed up. I mean, this is the Cadillac. I climbed up that Tiger Cat. That's not a bitch. It is. And when you're on steep side of the hill, but also in the thin, when you're trying to get around trees, you can use that to help the bump.
Hey guys, if you liked the video, leave me likes and comments. You ain't subscribed, subscribe. If you want any Loggerway merchandise, head to the loggerway.com website and you can, there's a shopping cart, PayPal, yada yada, credit card stuff, and what you call and what you digit. But thanks guys, over now.